up, y'all? It's D about to react to this video by RRG. It's titled, Everyone's Tired of EJ Johnson and His Love Life. It's worse than we thought. Oh my god. There's more. I remember seeing a clip that went viral a while ago where he was like making little slick comments about women and saying that, oh, he eats up all the girls. Okay, when he walks in a room, they jealous of him and he take their man. Or something like that, child. But let's see what else is going on with him. Let's watch.
E.J. Johnson, yes, Magic Johnson's child, has never been afraid to turn heads. Whether it's through bold fashion choices, unfiltered opinions, or viral interviews, E.J. has built a reputation for saying exactly what's on their mind, even when it sparks controversy.
Their mind? Oh, E.J. is one of the they-thems. Is that what you're saying?
That's...
Auntie is new to this, but I'm
gonna
try to keep up, okay? Come on, girl. God. Oh, by the way, happy Gay Pride Month, everybody.
Gay Pride Month.
Your auntie love y'all. And do.
Their latest comments about only dating straight men sent social media into a full-blown frenzy.
I mean, sure, that's what it is, but I just don't hear people say Happy Gay Pride Month. Just assume it's unnecessary to say. You just say Happy Pride Month. Happy Gay Pride Month is crazy.
Called the preference confusing, while supporters argued that everyone is entitled to their own dating standards. Either way, the internet had plenty to say.
I'm confused. Already, here we go. See? Girl, help me.
So let's take a closer look at EJ's headline-making views on dating, love, and relationships. But before we dive deep into other people's business and into one of the world's most recognizable athletes. According to EJ, finding love was much harder than it might seem.
Who are you here for? You dating me or trying to date my dad? These men either just want to be there for one thing and then like don't want to stay for the real relationship part, or they just want to ride the wave and be bougie and bomb and have their picture taken and do all of that.
As a result, EJ said they had to spend extra time weeding out opportunists, one-night stands, and scrubs. At the time of the interview, EJ didn't have a steady boyfriend, which would become a recurring theme throughout the years. While EJ isn't known for having a long list of public relationships, they are known for carrying themselves with confidence.
When I point, I'm like, I'm going to get that man. And everyone's like, you're crazy, bitch. Like, that man, like Mr. Muscles over there, I was like, I'm going to get him. And it may not be tonight, it may not be the next night, but definitely I'll get him. And I always grab him. I always do.
Girl, I mean, boy, if you don't quit, go somewhere now. They damn gone now.
At the time, EJ said they were looking for something more serious because they were officially done with their thought phase. Not that they had any complaints about it. In fact, EJ admitted that the phase had been quite successful. However, despite all the dating and fun, they revealed they had never actually been in a serious relationship. According to EJ, there wasn't much Tatiana left in the tank.
So that doesn't mean that's a thought phase then if you have no choice. Like you're saying you have a problem, you know, actually being in a relationship with people because they want to use you or they just want to get closer to your dad. So I don't think you can call that a thought phase if it's like that's your only option is to get clapped and then you have to move on.
They were finally ready for something real instead of another temporary thrill. The interview also touched on a question EJ had been asked for years, whether they planned to transition. EJ said nope. They explained that they were comfortable in their body exactly as they were and had no desire to transition. After all, EJ knew they could serve fishy realness whenever they wanted by beating that face, snatching that wig, and stepping out looking flawless. As far as EJ was concerned, they'd already been that girl, fishy or otherwise.
Wait a minute. Excuse me, did you say that girl? First of all, let me just say, I can't stand when they refer to women as fishy. I mean, if women got to be fishy, then we're going to refer to men's testicles as smelling like hot dog water. How about that? We got to be fishy, y'all got to be hot dog water. Now, Auntie is trying to be open-minded, but you're pushing my patience already now. Okay, we got the fishy, you know what I'm saying, that girl, but they them, and they don't want...
I always hear women say they don't like that term, but you'll have, you know, some gay men who try to gaslight women and be like, no, this is a term of endearment. It's like, but if women are telling you they don't want to be called that, then you should respect that because you of all people should know how it feels to have people call you things that you don't want to be called, like pronouns, for example. You know, you have some people who will disregard someone's pronouns, be like, I'm not calling you they, them, I'm calling you he, you a man. So, you know, so it's like knowing how that feels, I would think that, you know, some people in the community would be a bit more open-minded or be understanding if women are blatantly saying, like, don't call me that, I don't like that. They be like, I'm gonna call you that anyway, that ain't what it means. When it's like, Get the fuck on. And I'm calling it gaslighting because that's what the fuck it is. In 2026, it's very interesting. I feel like that term has taken a whole new meaning, or people are trying to rewrite history and be like, oh, it's always been used positively. And that is not fucking true, because I recall, and maybe this has been the case with some gay men, maybe some gay men have always used it as a term of endearment, but that has definitely 100% not been the case for every, black gay man. I remember back in the day, I've been watching gay men and gay women for a very long time, okay? Very, very long time, okay? I remember being, young, watching Kid Fury, and there was this other black gay dude that was super popular. His name was like Quadir or something. I would listen to Denzel Dion and Ricky, so I have definitely listened to their podcasts, YouTube channels, and things like that, and I would hear them specifically, okay? And no shade to any of them, but it is what the fuck it is. I've heard, especially Kid Fury, I remember, they would use the term fish in a negative way. I don't do fish. Ooh, no, I could never. Oh my God, that's fish. It would never be used in a positive way. I remember feeling uncomfortable listening to it back in the day, many years ago. So for them to now be in 2026, the gay men who try to gaslight women and be like, oh, it just means you're pretty and you're beautiful and you're wonderful. It's if you want to use a term that conveys that, wouldn't you use a mermaid or something? If you want to use an underwater creature, that's a majestic, beautiful sea creature. Why fish? That doesn't make any sense. No, it has been used to demean women and put them down, and the implication is that, oh, because y'all got vaginas and that's nasty and y'all smell like fish. Let's stop fucking playing. But of course, some people want to gaslight you. Women, don't be gaslit. Don't be fucking gaslit. Once again, I'm not saying this is the case for every fucking single gay person on the planet. That's not what I'm saying. Because maybe there were people back in the 70s who were using fish in a positive way. Maybe. I'm just telling you what the fuck I heard with my own ears, the gay men saying, and they were using fish as a negative term for women. Oh, that's fish. Oh, no, not fish, child. Literally covering their nose as they're saying it as well. So don't fucking play with me. Some gay men have used that to be nasty and negative, all right? So, yeah, but I'm just bringing it up and ranting about it because I've talked about this before. But, yeah, it's yet another woman is saying, I don't like that. But you will have some gay men that be like, anyway, this is our word. We're going to call you what we want. We're going to keep using it because that ain't what it means. Y'all taking it the wrong way anyway. And it's that's very hypocritical of you. Very rich.
Transition, so he got the hot dog water testicles, so okay, I'm gonna keep listening. Maybe this will start making sense in a minute. But A and B.
And I have to go on that rant because it's and even this EJ person, some I have to emphasize that because some people are slow. Some gay men are very, very nasty towards women, and they feel like they're in competition with them. And based on the things that EJ has said, I'm sure she'll show clips of it. It gives that, oh, you're in competition with women, and it's oh, well, fuck you hoes, because I'm better than y'all. And it's just so fucking weird. And that's when the fish comes into play, where some gay men have used that to be negative. It's because they feel oh, they don't really fuck with women like that. They'll even be friends with some, but it's overall they look down on women and they feel oh, well, I'm better than you and I can fuck your man and da-da-da. So that energy is very fucking weird, and it's very one-sided, because you either have women who are completely homophobic and don't mess with gay men at all, or they're open and they, don't have an issue and they have gay friends, etc. But you'll have some gay men who have female friends and are basically trying to, emulate being a woman, but still talk shit about women and put them down. It's the weirdest mental illness ever, but it's definitely a thing anyway.
Equaling C.
And EJ gives me that vibe heavy. I just, ugh.
E and 2 + 2 ain't equaling 4 over here.
In March 2026, EJ appeared on Carlos King's podcast, Reality with the King, and opened up about both their identity and dating preferences.
We're not doing he, we're not doing man, we're not doing gay. It was very freeing. When you're telling people about who you are telling them. I'm not looking for acceptance. I'm not looking for your validation. I am telling you what's going down.
As Carlos dug deeper, EJ explained that they don't typically attract gay men. In fact, EJ admitted they aren't really attracted to gay men either.
When it comes to men, has it always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you?
Or somebody who, has been intimate and dating, women for most of their life, or up until then. For sure.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm confused as hell.
Does
Is
that make
anybody
sense?
else confused? I mean, I'm gonna be honest and just say I don't know what the hell is going on. Somebody, gay besties, please help Auntie out down there in the comments. Break it down and explain it to us, please. I am so confused because if he's attracted to men, he gay. And if a straight dude, want to date EJ, even if he's straight presenting, he gay. Because he like a dude. God, where's my drink? And my gummy sour peach rings, girl. This, ooh.
EJ went on to explain that they've often felt excluded from traditional gay spaces because they don't present as a man. While EJ admitted they had previously dated a straight man on the down low and kept the relationship private out of respect,
Then he's not straight. It just doesn't make any sense. Just this is the gaslighting I was talking about. There's some gaslighting within the community. Okay, I'm gonna call that shit out.
they eventually realized that arrangement wasn't serving them. These days, EJ says they're comfortable in their identity and no longer willing to shrink themselves to make someone else comfortable. They don't necessarily need their partner to be out and proud, but they aren't interested in being hidden either. After all, EJ's worked too hard serving looks and confidence to be anybody's secret.
Well, I know that's right. I can. Now that we're on the same page with that.
Others took issue with what they viewed as the broader message. According to these critics, suggesting that an effeminate male can date a man who still identifies as straight risks minimizing or erasing legitimate queer identities. They felt
that
EJ was redefining
very
sexual
valid.
orientation in a way that fit their personal narrative, rather than acknowledging the complexity of sexuality and attraction. The criticism wasn't limited to EJ's dating preferences either. Some members of the LGBTQ+ community felt
Because how bizarre is that as a gay person to be like, oh, I don't like gay men, but you want to sleep with gay men, but I don't like gay men. What are you talking about? And you are a gay man. I don't want to call them men, but I mean, let's in the context of this, it has to be said because EJ is not trans. EJ is not a trans woman. So as a gay man, you want to sleep with other gay men, but you're saying I don't like gay men. I don't want gay men, and I don't want you to be too feminine. I don't want that. Huh? Like, there's just weird shit that happens within the community. Once again, I'm gonna call it out as someone a part of the community. I'm gonna call out y'all bullshit, y'all gaslighting. It's stupid.
EJ frequently spoke about gay men in a dismissive way and seemed eager to separate
It's giving
themselves from
self-hate.
the community. They argued that EJ often framed gay spaces, gay men, and queer culture as something beneath them, which left some people feeling like EJ was turning their back on the very community that had embraced them. In their view, EJ appeared more interested in aligning with straight culture than embracing a queer identity.
Magic, come get your child.
But the queer community wasn't the only group raising concerns.
Giving self-hate.
Another criticism that surfaced repeatedly was whether EJ seemed to view women as competition.
Well, here we go. I mean, he barely competition for other gay men. Girl, EJ ain't cute no well. Let me be quiet. Come on, let's go.
Over the years, EJ has made comments that some interpreted as comparing themselves to women, suggesting they were serving harder than the ladies, or joking about taking somebody's man.
As you are trying to present yourself as a woman, again, the fucking mental illness.
And fair or unfair, some people have concluded that EJ's comments reveal an underlying issue with women and a tendency to position themselves in
Honestly, this comes from a place of jealousy. It is what it is. Like, this is black and white. Like, it's clear as day. You are jealous because you were not born a woman, and you're not able to serve as, the women that you see and you admire and you think are so beautiful, because your bone structure, it just never gives you the opportunity to be too feminine. Okay, let's just call it what the fuck it is. You have a very strong face and body and height and I'm sure shoe size. So I'm pretty sure that bothers EJ, and EJ has this underlying resentment towards women who are shorter and softer and dainty and have feminine soft features and can get these straight men that EJ likes. That's what the fuck it is. Like, this is black and white, open, shut case. It's just so obvious. You don't have to be an expert in psychology to see what the fuck is going on here. That is what this is. And this isn't the case for every gay man, obviously. I'm talking about EJ. EJ is jealous.
competition with them rather than solidarity with them.
Jealous. It's called jealousy, girl. That's what it is. He want a natural fish taco, but he ain't got one. He got hot dog water.
On Reality with the King, Carlos King gave EJ their flowers for their Instagram page, packed with high fashion looks and standout style moments. According to EJ, that was always the goal. They explained that they were at the forefront of posting fashion content before everybody else started treating Instagram like a digital runway.
Okay, Mr. Trent.
I think EJ also doesn't want to be trans because EJ knows that they can't pull that off, and let's just be fucking clear about that. Even if EJ does get on hormones or whatever the case and tries to go through with the process, EJ is 7'2". EJ again has very masculine features. EJ is I don't know how old EJ is, maybe in, their 30s or whatever the case. Like, it's over for you. So it's like, you still gonna look like this for the most part, and you're not gonna be feminine presenting enough to be a trans woman. Because, listen, there are a lot of trans women who look like women. Like, people are, definitely, I don't want to say fooled. That doesn't sound right. Sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive at all. But people, they look very female presenting, okay? Like, people wouldn't be able to tell, like, whether you were born a woman or not. But anyway, my point is, EJ can't do that. So this is EJ's resentment. Let's be clear about it, because look at EJ. Like, EJ wants to be a woman badly, but EJ's like, all right, I'm not trans, and I don't want to go through with all of that, because it's like, well, you can't. I mean, you can, obviously, but you still gonna look crazy. You pretty much gonna look just the same, and people will probably, anyway.
Or Miss Trendsetter, whatever, child. Whatever.
I'm trying to throw shots at EJ, but I don't want to throw shots at anybody else unintentionally, because I'm not trying to, anyway.
Oh, arrogant thing, ain't they? Ooh, and for no reason, big old delusional arrogant thing.
But this wasn't the first time EJ had expressed those kinds of opinions.
We need to talk about the Met Gala.
EJ described the event as a graveyard and said the fashion was awful on awful and awful, and then a little more awful. Even the star power didn't impress them. Despite the presence of names like Beyonce and Rihanna at the event, EJ claimed that the names are not naming. According to EJ, nobody was serving, and almost everybody missed the mark.
EJ, you haven't even created your own name by your own merit, sir, ma'am.
All right, Auntie. Listen, to make their point, EJ included photos of the attendees they were criticizing. As many people quickly noticed, the overwhelming majority of those photos featured women. EJ said they were underwhelmed.
And let's be clear, there were a lot of men who did not show up serving whatsoever, okay? A lot of the men were very lazy with their looks, or they just looked a mess. So, yeah, you definitely could throw some men in there as well.
And suggested it was time for a new generation of it girls and fashion icons. And if you listened closely enough, it almost sounded like EJ believed they should be leading the charge. The only problem, EJ wasn't actually invited to the Met Gala.
I don't see how you can hate from outside the club. You can't even get in. Oh, this is funny to me.
The comment section immediately lit that tale up. Some people joked that a little weight loss surgery had EJ gassed up. Others questioned whether EJ should be critiquing anyone's fashion choices, given some of their own polarizing looks over the years. But one criticism surfaced again and again. People felt EJ seemed especially eager to target women.
Like, even when I was a kid, and like they were like, well, you can't wear skirts, and I was like, well, why not? There's nothing wrong with this, especially if I look cuter than any girl does. Like, what's the problem? I'm killing a dress and no one else is. Like, the girls in the room are not doing it. Like, they don't look cute. They're not dressed to any nines. So
go on and hang a dress on them 6 foot wide shoulders, child. Or they're built like a damn Nokia phone. Go ahead on somewhere, EJ. Bad built body ass. Go ahead on.
At the end of the day, Auntie, EJ has every right to dress how they want, identify how they want, and live life on their terms. Nobody is taking that away from them. But where people start raising eyebrows is when self-expression turns into putting down other people, especially women.
Especially women, when you're trying to look like a woman. Make it make fucking sense.
Women already deal with enough scrutiny, criticism, and competition without somebody constantly implying they look worse, dress worse, or somehow aren't.
And especially when you have a face like this and you look like this, how dare you? Again, the mental illness. You look like this, but I look cuter than y'all in a dress. I look cuter than all the girls. Y'all girls ain't doing it like me.
measuring up. The same criticism applies to EJ's beliefs on dating. Whether it's redefining what straight means to fit their personal experiences or repeatedly positioning themselves above other women in the room, many people feel EJ's comments often come across as disconnected from reality. Some of EJ's viewpoints can also sound classist and elitist, likely shaped by a life of privilege, wealth, and access that most people simply don't have. Ultimately, EJ seems determined to live in a world where the rules don't necessarily apply to them, where straight means whatever they say it means, and where they're always the best dressed person in the room. The problem is that the rest of the world doesn't always see it that way. And while confidence is one thing, confidence without self-awareness can quickly start looking like delusion.
Delusion to the highest order. Okay, I've yapped enough. I said everything I needed to say throughout this vid. But sure, EJ, do you live your truth, I guess, but leave women out of it. Like, you don't need to keep shading women at every turn. It's just sad. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.